There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready.
Love going to throw right away. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup at 38.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing. Love.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Duggan looking to throw. That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Duggan.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Duggan.
And his throw is incomplete.
Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I won't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Ultra. Go ultra.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Green jack. Blue, go. Black shot. Set cut.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got a man at his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, go field. Smith red. Ultra. Ready?
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, blue. Flag blue. Ready.
Love from the gun.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Throwing, Duggan.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Play action this time with Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Love wants to shift things around.
Yellow, zoom, steel, black. Claw, 10. Hut, hut.
2nd down and goal.
Love.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Duggan will look to throw this.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Duggan to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Down.
Love now to pass on 1st down.
Right side to Watson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Yellow, go. Drill green. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Love now.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, red. Smash, red. 6, 7.
Now Love. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Go pink. Blue striker. Red cycle.
Working out of the gun. Love. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Duggan now to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Touchdown!
Noah Gray.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Set cut.
Following the interception, Love eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Duggan looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
to throw. Dugan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 99 yards. And the Packers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. On 1st and 10, Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green jack. Black shot.
Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Duggan.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Duggan.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Throwing, Duggan.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. Off the bootleg. Dugan sliding out of the pocket.
And this one too low. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd and 10.
Duggan. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
On 4th down, Dugan. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Set, ready. Drill, green. Blaster, stick. Smash, red. Blue, black. Stick, mega. Blue, stripe. Set.
On 1st and 10, Love. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd down and a yard.
Claws red. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Red, yellow. Hey, green. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Duggan will look to throw this.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Duggan to throw. This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down.
Duggan. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down. Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on second down.
Duggan. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Dugan.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Dancing to his left.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll send Reed in motion left. First down, Love to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he'll be out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, blue. Black shot. Black blue. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
Black. Yellow, zoom. Drill green. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, it's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Duggan now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And play is stopped.